Question 10. We have 8 dominoes. They're put in a bag. Riaz takes at random a domino from the bag. Find the probability that when he takes a domino, it has a total of 8 spots or a total of 9 spots. So if we count the number of spots for each of these, we end up with 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, and 9. So counting the fact that we only have 8 dominoes, 5 of these dominoes are going to have an 8 or a 9. So straight away we can just write this as 5 out of 8. Nothing more is needed than that. For the next part, Halima takes at random 2 dominoes from the bag of 8 dominoes without replacement. Work out the probability that the total number of the spots on the 2 dominoes is 18. So taking 2 dominoes out in a row and their total being 18, the only way that's going to be possible is if we take out 9 followed by 9. It's the only way that that can happen. So probability of getting a 9 first is we have 2 dominoes out of the 8. So the first probability will be a 2 out of 8. Then, given that we are not replacing it, we're only going to have 7 dominoes left. And because one of these 9s is gone, let's just assume it's this one, there's only going to be 1 9 remaining. So our second fraction is going to be 1 over 7. This then, I've wrote the word then here. I could also write the word and. Both of these probabilities need to occur in order for the situation here to happen. So we multiply them together, giving us 2 over 56. Whether or not you simplify that or not, it doesn't matter. Either of these answers are acceptable. Part 2. The total number of spots on the 2 dominoes is 17. So we go back to our dominoes again. The only way that we're going to get 17 as a total is if we take one of these 8s first of all, and then we mix that with one of those 9s. So either we get an 8 then a 9, or a 9 then an 8. You can do these calculations separately, or you could technically find the calculation or find the probability of one of these things happening and then double it. You've got 2 options here. If I go with 8 then 9 first, probability of getting an 8 first of all, there's 3 out of the 8 dominoes. So 3 over 8 will be the probability I start with here. And then, so put here, and the 9s, there's only 2 9s, and of course one of those dominoes is gone, so it's going to be 2 out of 7. We multiply them together, we get 6 over 56. I won't simplify that for now, but it wouldn't matter if you did anyway. So 6 out of 56. And then you could look at this as I pick a 9 first, so I have 2 out of 8, followed by 3 out of 7. And if you multiply them together, you're going to get exactly the same thing again. So whether or not you rewrite this here, that's one option, or whether or not you take the 6 over 56 and double it. Either way, you're going to get 12 out of 56. Should say that if you did rewrite this out again, you'd need to then add them together, because you've got a 8 then a 9, or a 9 then an 8 as being acceptable answers for what has been described here, their total being 17. So either you add 6 over 56 plus 6 over 56, or you double it. Either way, you're getting 12 out of 56, or you could write that as 6 out of 28, or you could write that as 3 out of 14. Any of these fractions are going to give you the full marks.